It's Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies, and I'm recording this in my front porch on a beautiful winter day in Edmonton, Alberta. And I'm recording this video because I want to invite you to be a part of my Niching for Hippies program. This is going to be relevant for you if you live in a, middle to larger city, or you are working over the internet and you want to reach a lot of people. If you're working in a really small community and you're happy just working in that way, this may not be quite as much of a fit. But I want to ask you the most important question in marketing. And the question is, what are you known for? What are you known for? This is kind of at the heart of niching and this idea of building up a platform. And it's a question that a lot of people don't have a really clear answer to. And yet the reality is you are already known for something. You already have some kind of a reputation. The people I know who are just totally resistant to this idea of niching, they don't want to touch it and want to be generalists. Well, they're known as being generalists. Sometimes they're known as being a Jack or Jill of all trades. They're known as being sometimes flaky. They're known as being all over the place or scattered. Or they're known as being pretty solid and reliable in a general sense. But they're not really known for anything. They're known as like, oh, that's my friend, the hippie holistic practitioner. He does a life coaching, he does something with plants, perma something. So this is a really important question. What are you known for? And here's why that matters, that question, what are you known for? Because you're already known for something. And the only question about that is that bringing you the kind of clients that you want to have? And in the amounts that you want to have. Because if you don't have the amount and the quality of clients, there's obviously a lot of things going on there, but to me the heart of it is this niche question. And that to those people, those ideal people you want to have, they don't know about you or know about you in the kind of way you'd like them to. They don't see you or know about you as a solution to their problems. And so they don't hire you, they don't want to work with you. And when you're looking at getting more of the kind of clients you want, there are a few things that are not going to work. The first one is just working harder. Working harder and investing more energy in doing something that you're already doing that isn't working will just make it not work faster. That's what keeps people struggling, is just working harder and harder and harder, spending more and more hours. And eventually people get burned out with that. The second thing that won't work is changing nothing. That obviously doesn't work. If what you're doing isn't working to get you the kind of clients you want, and you don't sort of see at least a path where that's starting to happen, changing nothing obviously isn't going to work. And a third thing that probably won't work is just learning more tactics. I see this all the time where people will go to marketing workshops and they keep learning new tactics, learning new tools, like, okay, social media, I've got that, blogging, I've got that, text marketing, I've got that, brochures, posters. And they learn a lot about the tactics and how to do it, but it's not orchestrated as a part of a strategy. And again, the goal of your strategy in marketing is to get you more of the kind of clients you want, both in the numbers, but also the quality, the types of people that you most want to have. That's the heart of the strategy. Everything needs to be built around that. So when people have no sort of sense of who they want to work with, and it's very fuzzy, that means their strategy is fuzzy, which means they're usually reduced to just hustling as fast as they can, working as hard as they can, applying as many tactics and tools as they can, hoping that that's going to make it work. The heart of any strategy is going to be figuring out what is that end result that you want, getting it so clear. And then it's actually easy to come up with a strategy. Then it's usually fairly apparent what you need to do. Any marketing coach I know, worth their salt, if you went to them and you said, hey, can you help me develop a strategy to get more of the kind of clients I want? Of course, the first question they're going to ask you is, great, absolutely, who are the kind of clients you want? And if you say, well, just, people who are positive, ready to change, people who are, into good things, positive things in the world, they're going to have an impossible time. They could say, well, here's all the different ways you could get clients, but that's different than, okay, for those types of people, here's the strategy, here's the plan, the sequence of events, the syntax of things to get you those people. So the thing that will change your situation is being more strategic. And the thing that will be the heart of your strategy is figuring out your niche, figuring out this platform, what you want to be known for. So if you've been working really hard and it's not getting you the kind of clients, if you've learned a lot of tactics, if you feel exhausted, if you feel really spread thin, there's a really good chance that that's about your niche. and the niche being fuzzy, and that clicking, that shifting, could be the thing that pushes it over the edge towards working. And the happy thing here is, I was at a meditation retreat, and the teacher said, you know, the great news is there's nothing to do, there's only something to see. There's nothing to do, there's only something to see. And I think sometimes we make it much harder on ourselves when we work so hard. But if you just get really clear on the niche and you really see that, a lot of things shift, a lot of things just become obvious, where it's not like suddenly so much hard work. It becomes apparent. Oh, well, I need to stop doing this. I need to do this. But it comes from seeing things differently, seeing something we hadn't seen before about ourselves, about the marketplace, and about our connection with that. So I hope you'll consider checking out the Niching for Hippies program if it is a fit for you or makes sense for you. And there are a ton of free videos. I've probably put together about an hour and a half of free videos about my thoughts on niching and leading up to this. And you can check those out at the link below. Tons of free videos on niching available for you. So if you can't make the webinars, you can't make the coaching program, there's still some free support for you. You can also check out the sales page where it describes the Niching for Hippies program, and that it's really long. There's a lot in it because I know people have a ton of questions, so you don't need to read it all, but there's a lot of info there. Hopefully it'll answer any questions that you have about the program. And the last thing I want to say, the program is $600, which could seem initially like a lot, but keep in mind, if you just got 1 or 2 new clients, that would probably pay for it for you. For some of you, just in one shot. For some of you, in the recurring revenue of them coming back. And they're probably not just going to be new clients, they'll probably be really good new clients who might be the source of other new clients in the future. So in my mind, the $600 pays itself off really quickly. Plus it's spread out over 6 weeks, which and 9 hours of calls, so it's like, I think it's like $67 per hour. I charge $300 per hour for my time, so that's a bargain in that way. You're going to get a ton of my time in the coaching program. I'm really going to be available over the 6-week program, giving a ton of my own personal feedback to people in the Facebook group that we're going to have and share. Plus, you're going to get a ton of feedback from the other participants. And if money is a concern, I totally get it. There are 2 versions of a payment plan. One, you can do 3 payments of $200, and the other, you can do 6 payments of $100 once a month. So I hope that makes it more accessible for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can email me here. You can ask me any questions. Of course, I'm going to be very available over the next couple of days to answer any of those. And if you want to check out my free webinar, I've got 1 more of those, and that's happening right away. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow based on when you see this, but January 22nd at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. You can check out the link here. And you can check out my free webinar. It's 90 minutes. We go really in depth into the 10 blunders that people make when niching, plus my 4-step sort of process around it, and some other thoughts. So I hope this has all been useful. I hope you might come check out the program again. The link's right there. Thanks so much.